Hey guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host, Knickknack, hanging out with you guys tonight. Guys, I was in the middle of kind of taking a little bit of a YouTube break for the next week or two. You know, sometimes as creators, we just get kind of burnout on creating videos, and sometimes it's just really nice to kind of take a step back and kind of recharge the batteries a little bit and come back even stronger than ever. But shit, guys, I'm kind of bored tonight, so screw it. Let's make an awesome video. And guys, I have been buying a ton, like the most in like several years. I've been buying a ton of Transformers lately, guys, and I have a ton of Transformers to show off to you guys. So we are wall-to-wall bots here tonight on the Plastic Planet. A big celebration to my favorite, which is, of course, G1 Transformers. There is none other, in my opinion. There's only G1 Transformers as far as where my Transformer fandom lives, and I got a ton of it to show off to you guys tonight. So let's get on it. Let's get on it right now. This is going to be awesome.
Knickknack's Plastic Planet. With your host, it's Knickknack!
Alrighty guys, well first up tonight guys, I bought these two knockoff Takara Transformers, Masterpiece Transformers. This is of course Ironhide here and his other peer, his other Nissan van peer, Rachet. And these are actually really damn cool. And I know maybe I shouldn't be buying knockoff Transformers. Some people will tell you that that's bad news bears. You shouldn't be doing that. And maybe there is something salacious on how these things are made. I have no idea. And yes, you know, Asian copyright laws are pretty loosey-goosey, and that enables you to do these kind of things. But I got to tell you guys, for $40 a pop is a lot more digestible than spending almost $100 for each of these. And you know what, guys? I don't think there is a major difference. Maybe slightly different paint apps between the knockoffs and the real thing. And I don't know, guys. If you want to really really beef up your Autobot, your Masterpiece Autobot collection, I think knockoffs are a pretty damn good way to go. And I get mine through Amazon.com, so I'm not buying them from any like sketchy weird website. So anyway, really damn awesome. Love these two a lot. They come in their van modes, as you guys are seeing right now, looking absolutely fantastic. I had to transform them into robot mode. I don't like to transform my Masterpiece Transformers too much. In fact, I don't like to transform hardly any of my Transformers all that much, and so when I can avoid it, I do. I'd make a horrible like full-time Transformer channel just because I just don't really enjoy transforming these things all that much outside of, you know, maybe a G1 mini bot, which is, you know, incredibly simple and can be done in like 2 seconds. But these things are a little more complicated, and I'm always afraid I'm going to break them. I never do, but I'm always afraid I'm going to break them. But anyway, these guys are really awesome. Really glad to have them in the collection. Alrighty guys, coming up next, he's a big guy here. I've got him sitting on my 15-gallon fish tank. This is not where he will live full-time, but guys, I picked up a really pristine-looking, awesome Generation 1 Metroplex. Now, this is not from 1986, I do not believe. I think this is actually a reissue of Metroplex from maybe the early 2000s. And you guys can tell, I mean, like the chrome is beautiful on this piece. Very nice, very shiny. You see it in his thighs there. You also see it in his face. Look how beautiful that looks. And you don't see any playwear on the stickers either. Really beautiful looking display piece is what this is. Again, I don't believe this was from 1986, but he is near complete. I'm actually not even sure what pieces he's missing. I've got a couple other pieces that he came with in a separate bag. I have not transformed him into city mode, and I'm not going to do that tonight. Again, that's just not really my bag. I'm just kind of showing these off to you guys. I'm not really giving you guys full reviews on this shit. And if you don't know about, if you're a Transformer fan and you don't know what a G1 Metroplex looks like in city mode at this point, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, this is a really, really fun piece. Really, really great piece. Unlike the Hasbro version that came out in 1986 or 1987, this one actually has rubber tires on it, which is a little different. And so that's really awesome. I think that is reminiscent of the Takara version, the original Takara version, and the re-release. I don't know if the original Takara version had rubber tires. It might have, but so you know, don't quote me on that. But this one does have rubber tires. Really, really fantastic. I'm just really, really excited to have a Generation 1 Metroplex in my collection. This is, I don't want to say it's been a grail, but it's been on my wish list for decades, and now I have him. I mean, why wouldn't I be excited? Look how awesome he looks next to his Decepticon peer there. Trypticon, Generation 1 Trypticon. This is an original Hasbro from 1986. I got this for Christmas back in my childhood, and I've had him for years, and I was fortunate enough to keep him in really, really pristine condition. He is basically complete. One of his city pieces fell under some furniture down here. I know it's under some furniture, so it's not lost, but other than that, he is complete as heck. And I love this piece so much. And just looking at these two guys together, oh man, that is peanut butter and jelly. That is macaronis and cheese. That is chocolate and peanut butter. That is just awesome. Alrighty, guys. Next is a third-party piece of awesomeness here. This is the Gigasaurs Super Otter HQ01R. It's fucking Grimlock. Yeah, and he is really, really damn cool. He is massive. Here he is next to my Fans Toys Hoodlum, aka Hot Rod, and Fans Toys Coot, aka Cup. And there's a little third-party Quintus on there as well. But you guys can just see the size differential on this guy. He is, I believe he's still Masterpiece scale. Because, you know, the Dinobots were freaking huge if you ever watched the original G1 cartoon compared to a lot of the other Autobots and Decepticons for that matter. And this guy just looks absolutely awesome. This is a piece that I eventually will probably get in Tyrannosaurus Rex mode. I just haven't done that yet. But yeah, he looks absolutely stunning. And of course, I'll give you guys an update as I am reworking this whole corner over here. All of my Transformers are kind of getting a little bit of a display update. That's kind of what I've been working on as a sort of a side project the last week or so. You know, doing YouTube, sometimes you don't have time to work on your own damn collection, and that's kind of a shame. And so I have been working on updating my Transformers. I need to get some retro labels for him to get an Autobot sticker on that chest piece in there. But yeah, he looks absolutely stunning. Love him a ton. He actually comes with a sword too. Let me get that sword. Alrighty guys, so check out there his Energo sword there, and it's got a little tab there. Right down there at the bottom, and you can press that, and I believe it lights up. I don't have batteries for it currently, didn't come with them, I don't believe. But yeah, this thing is absolutely awesome. Really, really excited to get him in my collection. I'm going to get a nice, cool display going, probably with these three right here. Sort of something a la Transformers, the movie, when they are on the planet Quintessa. And I'm just really, really excited for that. And this is going to be absolutely awesome. So really excited to have this big guy in my collection. My two favorite Transformers of all time are probably Rodimus Prime and Grimlock in that order. So yeah, really, really excited. Really, really awesome. And before I move on, here's that Gigasaurus box. It's really, really big. Yeah, as you guys can see, there's a nice 360 of it. There's some nice product information on the back. This thing is absolutely awesome. Can't wait to get him in that dinosaur mode. Just haven't quite committed to getting that done yet. But yeah, this looks really, really freaking awesome. And real quick, let's do one more little compare and contrast on this guy, because this is just a really amazing piece, and there's a lot to talk about, even though I'm not going to transform him tonight. Alrighty guys, quick size compare and contrast just to give you guys an idea of how big this dude is. Here is the MP10 Optimus Prime. Got him at Toys R Us a couple years back. I love this piece a lot. Here he is next to the Takara Grimlock, the official Takara Grimlock, and then there is the Gigasaurus, whatever the hell he's called, giant ass Grimlock. So there they are all three together, and as you guys can see, like putting Optimus Prime next to Grimlock there, that's much more accurate in size, especially if you watch the original G1 cartoon. You know that the Dinobots kind of towered over the rest of the Autobots, even Optimus Prime himself. So really damn awesome. Really stoked to have this guy, like I said, here in my collection. And I will give you guys an update on how this diorama is going to work itself out in the coming weeks here. It's going to be really awesome, and show you guys this guy in dinosaur mode as well. Really cool. Alrighty guys, so I wasn't bullshitting you when I said I'd been on a tear. Yeah, I picked up frickin' Scorponok from the Earthrise Transformer line. He's frickin' awesome. Let's look at him. Alrighty guys, the Coke can is left in there for scaling purposes, as well as that Power of the Prime snarl. But there he is next to Trypticon. Hopefully that light isn't too bright. I've kind of got them under a kind of a very bright LED light here. That was formerly a fish tank light, but it is LED. I wouldn't put my collectibles under fluorescent lighting. That's a little safety tip for you guys. But he is absolutely awesome. Came in this awesome looking box. No stickers to apply. He is really damn fun. Again, I'm not going to transform him into his, his scorpion mode. I'm just don't really feel like doing that. But he is really damn awesome. There's plenty of other videos out there that'll show you that. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of an impression and just to kind of showcase what I have been buying here on the Plastic Planet. But he is absolutely freaking fabulous, and I dig him a lot. And the reason I had to have him was because I already bought the stupid Fortress Maximus a few years ago. And how can I not have Fortress Maximus and not have Scorponok? Yeah, I've got a little crazy here, guys. A little Transformer crazy here on the Plastic Planet. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope that light I have them under here, that LED fish tank light, isn't too bright and isn't washing the details out on these guys too much. But here he is next to the Titan's Return Fortress Maximus. There's the Earthrise Scorponok with the Titan's Return Fortress Maximus. Two absolutely stunningly huge Titan Transformers there. The Scorponok is a little smaller than the Fortress Maximus, which isn't like a terrible thing considering, you know, the original G1 Fortress Maximus actually towered over the original G1 Scorponok. So it's not a crime that he's a little bigger. I would like to see them the same size roughly, but it's okay. I love, there's a certain, I don't collect all modern Hasbro Transformers. I am not a completist in that sense, but when they come out with these big guys, I have a really hard time saying no. I said no to Metroplex years ago. I think he was Titan's Return or Power of the Prime's Metroplex, whatever line he came in, guys. I'm not an expert. I said no, I whiffed at that, and I've regretted it every day since. So I'm really excited to have both of these guys. Whenever I see them, I just make a point to pick them up. I overpaid on my Scorponok a little bit, guys. I got him for $200 in hand at my local comic book store. Sometimes it's nice to buy locally and to kind of help these guys out, especially with what's going on in the world right now. So I don't really mind doing that too much, although I think I overpaid by about 30-40 bucks on him. But nevertheless, I didn't have to deal with shipping, didn't have to deal with him being delivered to my house or any of the hassle associated with that. So overall, very pleased with him. There's a nice shot of his head looking absolutely stunning, and I'm just kind of going to pan down real slow. There's his Decepticon logo there, his awesome claws. Hopefully this isn't too washed out for you guys. Hopefully it's just perfect, actually, as far as the lighting goes here with the shooting. But yeah, he looks absolutely stunning. These guns come with a barrage of different kind of laser blaster effects I don't have on them right now. Again, this isn't a review, guys. I'm just showing off my shit. But he looks really awesome. Really dig this guy a lot, and like I said, I'm going to have these guys displayed together, probably a lot like this, because I think that looks just absolutely awesome. There's a little look at Fort Max for you guys. I still love Fort Max. I haven't shown off Fort Max too much on this channel, but he himself is absolutely awesome. Got him years ago before the start of this channel. He's been with me a while, but now he's got his rival now, just as I've got my G1 Trypticon and Metroplex. Fort Max here has his rival, at least in the modern sense as far as Hasbro Transformers go. Really cool. Alrighty guys, so we got Big Asshole Fish over here, the unofficial live mascot here of the Plastic Planet. And just over here, just to give you a little bit of a display update, while I've been moving some shelving around on the other side of the room, right over here by my arcade 1-ups, at least my two of them, my Pac-Man and my Star Wars arcade 1-up, I moved this little shelf over here, and it's kind of nice. I kind of like it over here. Just got some miscellaneous Transformer items on it. Look at that. I got my MP1 Optimus Prime. I got some VHS tapes from the 80s of the Transformers. These are from my childhood. I got SOS Dinobots there, and I've got Transport to Oblivion. Both of these were from FHE, Sunbow Marvel, just absolutely awesome. Individual episodes on each one of these. I think they went for $14 back in the day, which was actually kind of expensive if you think about it. Back in 1984, 1985, I got a really cool Heroes of Cybertron Grimlock there. I've got my masterpiece Takara hot rod there in vehicle mode. I've got this awesome looking lunchbox if I can get the glare off of it. That is a vintage Transformers lunchbox there from 1986 with the basically the 1986 toy line on it, the Trypticon and Metroplex that was showing off. There's hot rod rolling down the Metroplex's ramp there, really damn cool. There's my Heroes of Cybertron Rodimus Prime, and inside the lunchbox, my wife picked this up for me a couple years ago, and I've showed it off before, but yeah, that's right. I actually have the original thermos in there as well. Clean as a whistle, too. It doesn't stink like old sour milk. So really damn cool. Love this piece a lot, and glad to have it kind of out and about, where it was kind of hidden in the darkness of my shelves for a while. So really glad to have it out. Down one more shelf, I've got both my Takara Hasbro Grimlocks. This is a Hasbro Grimlock. I think this is a knockoff Takara one that I actually found at a thrift store about a year ago. Showed that off on the Plastic Planet. Got some hard hero busts down below here. There is Grimlock. That is a Polystone hard hero bust and hot rod. In addition to that, I've got the Walmart exclusive G1 re-release hot rod back there. Reviewed him about a year ago on the channel as well, and showed these guys off in one of my last videos. There are my two alternators. I believe that is Blue Streak or Silver Streak, and I want to say Smoke Screen. So really damn cool. Nice little shelf. And now, guys, I've got a really awesome shelf to show off to you guys. I have been working on some custom environmental dioramas. Alrighty guys, little disclaimer, I don't claim to be an expert on how to build custom dioramas for action figures, but I think I did kind of a cool job. I looked at some YouTube tutorials on how to work with your basic industrial insulation foam that you would buy at Lowe's or Home Depot, and that's exactly what I built this out of. And I just kind of used my own imagination and used some source materials to kind of carve out the interior of the arc from the original G1 Transformers cartoon. And I've got all of my masterpiece figures in this particular diorama, including little Spike there that came with that MP10 Optimus Prime. So looking really freaking awesome. Loving that a lot. Again, I just kind of worked it out, cut up a bunch of insulation that I bought really on the cheap over at Lowe's. And this is just basically styrofoam. Got some paint for it, and so there's actually some blue electrical tape. Although I think I'm gonna redo these monitors. I really don't like the way they came out. I was having a little trouble with my my razor blade getting a real clean cut originally. This was the first one I did. I did another diorama that came out a little better than this, I think. But I was having a hard time getting a really nice, clean cut. And so I think I might redo these monitors. But other than that, I'm really happy with how this came out, especially the flooring. Just you do these cuts with a straight edge, and then you paint them, and then the little tiny cuts you do just really pop, and it basically looks like floor tile. And I kind of looked at the source material in the cartoon and just saw that there was no real pattern to how the floor tiles were laid out. It was just all really random. And I showed these off on my Facebook page, Knickknacks Plastic Planet on Facebook last weekend as I was working on them. And one nice liberty of doing custom dioramas from a cartoon series that kind of had shitty animation is you can really cover up a lot of warts. It doesn't have to look absolutely perfect because the animation, the source material, is far from perfect itself. So that is sort of a liberating thing when you're doing these sort of things. I mean, when you're making Star Wars dioramas or Star Trek dioramas, you feel a little more caged in because you really want to get it right, because the way things in that universe were so precise and everything. They were done by really talented artisans. Not that the Transformers was colored in by schmucks, but they were on a limited production budget with limited time, and there were animation errors all over the place in that series. So I don't really mind having some errors in my diorama as sort of to kind of honor that tradition with the Transformers. Now, coming down to my next shelf, guys, this is the one I really enjoy. I had a really good time doing this. This was the second one I did. I had some more practice with it, with working with the foam, and I think this one came out a little better. While I had the Autobots up here just sort of hanging out in the arc, in the base, I kind of wanted to go for, I thought about doing a Transformer or a Decepticon base originally and kind of just do a similar kind of piece, but then I thought, you know, let's do something a little different. So this is sort of my like interpretation of the Decepticons, you know, raiding the power plant to, you know, collect Energon cubes. So they of course have blown a hole in the back wall there. As you guys can see, I tried to work as many details in there with my carving razor blade as possible to kind of give cracks and kind of make it look like blown apart cement, in addition to having, you know, cement pieces all over the place here. I've kind of got Megatron like smashing down into the floor like he's bracing himself to fire his fusion cannon, which I'm actually using some of the blaster effects that came with my Scorponok that I just showed off to you guys. So I'm actually using those pieces here instead of on my Scorponok, and I'm pretty happy with that. It looks really damn cool. So anyway, this is what I've been working on the last week or so, rather than doing videos on the channel, and I'm really damn pleased with it. Again, I just used some like Elmer spray glue. I find works really good with this foam. Don't use like modeling glue. I use modeling glue up here, and it actually eats the foam. You guys can see the little holes up there, and that's sort of the problem with these panels too. The foam got kind of eaten basically by the glue. But then I found with the Elmer's glue, the Elmer spray glue, it doesn't do that. So I was able to like glue down the styrofoam. As I chipped it out of there, I kind of used his foot as like as sort of a mold, and then chipped out the styrofoam and then glued it down around it and then painted over it so it looks like it's part of the flooring. So I'm really excited about this. I think it looks really damn awesome. Again, I'm not trying to claim to be, you know, like a diorama artist, and I'm sure there's guys all over YouTube that do 100 times cooler shit than this, but I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it looks pretty damn awesome. Hell yeah. Alrighty guys, and last but not least, I haven't gotten out of the box yet. Guys, I picked up Skylynx, the Earthrise Skylynx. This is just showing up in stores now. I got him from, I saw him at my comic book store, and this was one that was like, well, I'm paying extra for Scorponok, I'm not going to pay extra for him. They wanted $99 for him at my comic book store. Found him on Amazon, so I didn't go locally on this one, but I did get him for $79, $86 shipped. So really excited to get Skylynx. I'll get this guy out of the box in a later episode. But this is the Earthrise Skylynx. Look how cool he looks. You got the dinosaur bird mode. He's got a base mode, his space shuttle mode, and the just like is like looks like a turkey gobbler, and then the Lynx itself. Really cool. So I'm looking forward to getting this guy out of the box, and again, I'll do that in a later video. Anyway, all right guys, well, like I said, that is gonna wrap things up. If I didn't say that already, that is gonna wrap things up here on the Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please do subscribe, guys. And like I always like to say, guys, life is oh so very short, so get out there like I did. Boy, did I do it this time. I really did. I really went overboard this time. This was a hell of a haul for one particular genre, which was Transformers. It felt good to buy a shitload of Transformers. I don't know, guys. It was weird. But anyway, guys, get out there and fill your life with some plastic shit. All right, guys, till next time. Later. Love ya. Bye.